1, 2, 3.
This is Zuzu. She's 4.5 years old. She loves to wear fancy dresses and dance, splash in mud puddles, and eat ice cream no matter how cold it is outside. This is her Papa, Mustafa, and her little brother, Izzy, who she loves to terrorize like any good big sister. And I'm her mama, Jay. When Zuzu was born, we had no idea that she had Down syndrome. We knew that we had a beautiful daughter who we loved from the moment we met her. It wasn't until we were preparing to discharge that a pediatrician came through to take a look at her. And rather than sending us on our way home as we'd anticipated, she decided to reroute Zuzu over to the neonatal intensive care. And from that moment on, we got lots of scary news. It was completely overwhelming. When they identified that she had Down syndrome, we knew virtually nothing. I'm embarrassed now when I think about the concerns that we had. My husband's first language is Kurdish, followed by Turkish. Mine is English, and Arabic is the language of our religion, Islam. And we'd always assumed that we would raise children speaking 4 languages. When we found out she had Down syndrome, we thought that we needed to only speak to her in English because she might not even be able to understand that. We have a house full of books, and I remember at one point I told my husband we have to get rid of all of the books. We don't want her to feel left out in our family life when she's not able to read them with us. My mother was convinced that we needed to sell our 2-story house immediately and find something that was 1 story so that she would be able to access the entire house. When the doctors asked if we had any questions, the first concern that my husband had was whether or not she would ever be able to get married and if she would be able to know God. We were feeling scared and pretty alone. We posted on Facebook that our return home had been delayed and shared the news that Zuzu had Down syndrome. And it was amazing. A floodgate of support came in from all over the world. And one of those people reached out to PALS and asked for a congratulations letter. And when that letter arrived, it was like a light going on. In the midst of things in the NICU, we were slowly starting to learn about Down syndrome and realizing that a lot of our preconceived notions were completely incorrect. But knowing it in our brains and being able to feel it in the presence of the letter were really different. When the letter came, we could see a picture of our daughter's future in a different way than what we were hearing from all of the medical things that were going wrong. And it was a turning point. Day by day, things got better with Zuzu. We left the hospital for home, excited not just to be bringing home our daughter, but excited to be bringing home our daughter with Down syndrome. Zuzu's a born performer. She loves to be at the center of attention. She can sneak up the stairs faster than anybody else in the house. She understands Turkish and English, her favorite words right now being chocolate and adventure. She loves singing the ABCs and having stories read to her, and she oftentimes will pull out her prayer rug and pray alongside of us. No plans for marriage anytime too soon, but looking forward to the day when that comes, God willing. We are enjoying every day, but we are also counting down the days for when Zuzu is old enough to join the PALS family in person. Thank you for your congratulations letter. It helped us to celebrate Zuzu as she came to us right from the start, and that has made all the difference. It was a gift and a blessing.